A bit of rugby league, folks, for those that are interested. Just a couple of thoughts on a couple of bits I've read this last week or so. I read a couple of days since that Sam Burgess, it's all regarding Warrington really, because I'm a Warrington fan, as many of you may know. I read Sam Burgess is going home this week for a couple of days. He's being inducted into the RL Hall of Fame in Australia there. I think he's one of the latest, is it 10 or 12 inductees? I think he's the first English player, for the Australian Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure he is. Anyway, it's a special occasion. He's going home to be inducted. I couldn't believe it when I read it. I think he went home on Monday, I think. I think he's been inducted sort of Tuesday night their time, or it might be Wednesday night. He's there for a day and a half, and then he's on his way back. And he's back at the weekend for the next game. I'm thinking, oh my God, talk about jet lag. He'll be absolutely shattered when he comes back. But it shows how much it means to him. There's 10 or 12 inductees, I think, and one of them is, and that's the real bit behind this piece, a guy called Les Boyd. Don't know if many of you remember him. Ex-Australian enforcer, played for the Manly in the main, I think, and he played internationally for Australia. Came over to Warrington for a couple of seasons. When I was a kid, I used to love watching Boyd, love him. I would suggest the greatest forward I've ever seen is probably Les Boyd. Many wouldn't agree, and there's probably been better ball-playing forwards, although not many. There's probably been harder forwards, although not many. There's definitely been more, more disciplined forward. There's no doubt about that. But when I say the best forward I've ever seen, I mean for what he did for his team. The thing is with Les Boyd when he played, he could get really fired up. I think he got banned over there. Was it for biting somebody? I think he was biting. I know he's given the forearm to a couple of people as well over there. He'd been banned a couple of times in Australia. He came over here as a naughty boy. We've always had a reputation as a club, Warrington, for taking naughty boys. I don't know what it is, but we've always done it. But he came over here, fearsome player, not that tall and big belly on him, but could handle himself, a hard fella. He came over here, and I've very rarely seen a player for any team that when they were on form and really on form, they pulled the team with them. And when you annoyed Boydie and you got him really annoyed, and when he got that annoyed that he didn't get sent off, that he stayed on the pitch and he wanted to give it you back in spades, he really used to tear into the opposition. And when he did, he had the crowd baying behind him. He had all the players on his team fired up. It was brilliant. It was just brilliant to watch. I used to love watching him play. I really, really did. Boydie was one of those that you wouldn't want to fight. You wouldn't want to fight with him. But as much as that, you wouldn't want to fight with one of his teammates, because if you fought with one of his teammates, it was like you tried to knock Boydie's teeth out straight to Boydie, because he'd be on your back straight away. He could defend his teammates like nobody's business. But just a fearsome player and a great competitor. Great with the ball in his hands. Really, really, really skillful. His body shape belied his skill beneath it all. Absolutely brilliant. I used to love Les Boyd. I absolutely adored him. I was gutted he went back as early as he did. Used to love watching him play. I really did. Anyway, Boydie's been inducted himself this week, which surprised me, because I wouldn't have thought that it'd have been someone they would have inducted. I'm really pleased when I read that they were. I thought it was great. Really thought it was great, but a wonderful, wonderful forward. And then part 3 in the Warrington connection, because we've done Burgess, we've done Boyd. I've just read about STEFAN. He's been at the club 10 or 12 years now. Just signed another contract for a year. I was surprised they give him another contract, but I do know he gets on with all the staff and with the management, and I believe he's good with the young kids. But very much coming to the end of his career now. They give him a contract the other week. It's also his birthday. He goes into a collision and he smashes his face up beyond all recognition. A really innocuous challenge. I've just read the breaks and the dislocations behind it. Dislocations, I think he's got 11 dislocations within his face, from his lower jaw to his upper jaw to his eye socket, absolutely everywhere. He's had about 3 plates going. He's got wires here, there, and everywhere. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Said he's not been able to eat solid foods for 4 or 5 weeks. He's been getting an hour or 2 sleep at a time, and he's sleeping on the settee, sat up. He can't lie down because his head hurts so much. As I say, he's been on liquidised food, can't eat solids. Having a nightmare of it. Lost over a stone, he believes. Just can't eat, can't sleep. Yet still says in a month's time he may be back on the field. And I think these rugby league guys, they really are hard men. Really, really hard men. If you get a chance, go and have a read of it, folk. I think it was in Love Rugby League, I think the publication it was in. There's a piece on him there. And when you read about it, you think, oh my goodness, what's making him come back to the game? Why would he bother? You know, but as I say, they're an hard bunch, these are. So yeah, Burgess in Australia for about a day and a half. I don't get it myself. I couldn't cope with that. It'd kill me. Les Boyd being inducted along with Burgess, and STEFAN RATCHFORD, just hard, like they all seem to be. It's a great game, is Rugby League, folks. It really is. It's a pity that you don't all watch it. You'd love it. Belting sport. It is. It's just so special. Really is. None of this rolling round on the floor, trying to get folks sent off and all that palaver. None of that. None of that holding your face and this, that, and the other when you've not even been hit. None of that. Well, a little bit of it's creeping in, but only a bit of it. They spend more time holding on to people and trying to make it look like someone's holding them down, but they're doing as much holding themselves. They're trying to con the referees a little bit like they do in football. The difference is, in rugby league, the referees are a lot cleverer. They very rarely get the wool pulled over their eyes. They know what's happening there. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave you. Do up you well, each and every one of you.